I don't know where you are. I don't know what you've been going through. I don't know the struggle or the stress that you find yourself in. But if you find yourself in a position where you need a word from God on today, listen, strap yourself in, take heed to the word that God has for you. May you be blessed by this word.
Entitled, I am too blessed to be this broke. And I know that I need to tread here with caution, and I do so lightly in pause and caution and great trepidation. But I want to influence your mind on tonight that it is that I think for the duration of this dissertation, I'm mindful and understanding that there is power and projection in your words. And so I do want to influence you, but I want to influence towards the positive rather than the other side. If you just bear with me on tonight, I'm going to work my case here. And I know that the topic for title is a little bit of resistance, is that it is that we would be put into a place where I understand I'm not preaching to everybody in the room, is that I'm talking to a select few folk who can be real in the depiction that, Doc, I'm tired of being broke. I come indeed knowing that I am not preaching, prophesying, ministering. I don't even pretend to pontificate to everybody for your entertainment on tonight, but I've only come that I would be able to project to a select few who would say, I'm broke, Doc, and that ain't no joke. Is that it's no joking or playing matter that it is I find myself in a situation where I can be more than testimony to say that that I'm tired of dealing with the stress of being blessed while still being broke. Is that I am blessed with a house, but I'm stressed out with the bills. I'm blessed with the job, but my income doesn't meet where it is that my outcome is going. I am blessed with a car, but I am stressed with the insurance. I am blessed with the kids, but I'm stressed out with the headache that comes along with trying to raise them. I am blessed with a wife. I'm blessed with a husband that you're stressed out trying to keep them happy and are faithful. Is there anybody here who can resonate with me on tonight to say, man, that is my testimony, Doc? You're talking to me tonight that I am absolutely blessed. I'm blessed with good health, but I am stressed out trying to keep my sanity. I am blessed in financial freedom, but it is I am stressed out with the problems that comes with everybody asking me for some money. You are on tonight, if there's anybody, you are blessed, but it is that you find yourself battling the fight of whatever form of the depression, whatever form of PTSD, whatever form of anxiety, whatever form of it that you deal with, that, Doc, there's something in my mind that won't allow me to live the blessed life that I project that I do. Is that you will find yourself not only blessed and broke, but I am blessed and broken. Is there anybody that can be real on tonight and say, Doc, I am blessed and I'm broken? Is that I'm blessed, but my heart is broken? Is that you are blessed, but you're overwhelmed in broken issues? You're blessed, but you can't find no peace. You're blessed, but you're tired of having to sleep alone. You're blessed, but you're tired of having to raise the kids alone. Is there anybody in the room to say, for real, I am blessed, but I am broken? Is that I want to put myself in a position where it is I believe that I'm blessed, so much so that I walk the walk and talk the talk that I'm blessing. What happens when it is the blessed projection that is over your life is not the life that you live? Is that I then speak things that I don't even see anymore? Is that you're blessed but you're confused? Is that most days I don't even know if I'm coming or if I am going. I don't even know, do I stay, do I leave? I'm trying to find out, do I cuss him out or do I reserve my peace? Do I go ham in on the situation? Do I go ahead and post bond beforehand? What is it when you are blessed and stressed at the same time? It is that I know for somebody you can say, man, I am tired. I'm tired of being blessed and broke. I'm tired of being blessed and stressed. I'm tired of being blessed, stressed, broken, and broke at the same time. Is that even my tiredness is tired. I'm tired of having to explain to folk what the dream is that I feel like should already get it. I'm tired of entertaining folk that I don't even like and I know that cannot stand me. I am tired of laughing at stuff that don't even be funny, trying to make you feel good. Is that you tired of being passed over for the promotion? You're tired of always coming up short. You're tired of always being the one on the end to give, but when it is you need help, nobody wants to help you out. It is you are tired of having give 100% only to get 25% back. Is that I'm seeing folk riding in a car I've prayed for, that they're moving in a house and I'm still in this apartment. Is that I am absolutely, without a doubt, I'm tired. It is that we're tired beyond a doubt of being tired. Tired of being so stressed out. I'm tired of being projected in the right place, that God is on my side. He's in my favor. Is that I've been positive and still I receive no prosperity. Is that I am going to church and I'm praying. I am trying to find what it is that God I've missed along the way. And it is, to an extent, at some point in time, you come to a point in your life where it is you want to really give up. Where you are telling God, asking God, pleading with God, God, nobody should be this broke. Nobody should be this broken. Nobody should be this stressed out. Nobody should be this pull, this strain. You ever been in a place where it's like everything I seem to do, nothing seems to go the right way? That I am tired in every aspect. I'm tired of the house. I'm tired of the car. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of being stressed and feeling unappreciated. I'm tired of being handled just any kind of way. I'm tired of being blessed and dealing with brokenness. And I know that's a little bit deep before. It seems like we may be going in the wrong direction. I promise you on tonight, if you stay with me, I'm going somewhere with this. It is that I know that this isn't for everybody, but just for a select few who can force themselves out of bed this morning, that it is you push yourself to a job that you're being underappreciated, but you know you still have to go. Is that you would drag yourself throughout the day trying to project positivity over everybody else who is yet still being negative to you. I'm talking to somebody in the room on tonight who knows and can say of themselves that your tiredness of dealing with being blessed has to come to an end on tonight. But can I tell you on tonight is that you are beyond where it is that you need to be blessed in your broken state. Is that God wants you absolutely right where you are. The reason that I bring up two texts for tonight is that one in Matthew would say that he blessed it and then he broke it. But I want to flip that, because in John it says that God would break it and then blessed it. So I'm not sure where you find yourself between Matthew and John. I'm not sure if you're somewhere in Mark where it is that he talks about the coming of the wine, where it is that he's asked to perform a sign and a miracle before it is that he sees that it's his time. I'm not sure if he puts you into a place where it is you find yourself blessed and then broken, huh? If you find yourself in Luke, where it is where they would depict him as being the one who would who is referring to himself as being the bread of life. If you are in that situation, I want to talk to you on tonight, that it is that God would put you into a place of being the bread. It's that you are absolutely blessed, but you're still broken. But I want to come, and I came with good intentions tonight, that I would prophesy over only a few people who can resonate and say, Doc, I'm tired of being this broke. Is that I know I'm not talking to everybody in the room, and so I'm not even going to try, but I needed to talk to a few people who can understand is that this is my last night being this broke. I'm talking to somebody who can say this is my last night being this broken. This is my last night as I look like this. This is my last night that I feel like this. This is the last night I'm this stressed out. This is the can I prophesy to somebody into your next situation, that it is that your now situation would end on tonight? I ain't got nobody in the room. I can't hear nobody. It is that new ideas are starting to flow. It's that new dreams are starting to come to pass. It's that new promotions are on the horizon. I'm talking about with tonight ends, that the depression ends. I'm talking about when tonight is over with, then the strike is over. I'm talking about that the way that them folk playing you on the job, the way that it is you would be underpaid, underperformance, and underpromoted, is that struggle would end tonight. It don't make no sense. Nobody be this broke. I'm gonna tell you on tonight, if you can receive it for yourself, that God is saying to you that I am putting you in a position where it is that'll be your testimony. I was, but God saw fit that nobody would be that broke. Is that the position, the place where it is God is pushing you on tonight? I do believe, just for a few people, that God is moving you to a place where it is that you will never again, that be your now situation, that he's moving you from test to testimony. I know that prosperity is one of those things that we don't really talk about too much. But can I tell you that even in the Bible, he talks about that he would that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Is that it is the higher you get in God, the more adversity you're going to face on this side. But it is God would not subject you to living a life of under. But God would subject you to living, project you to living. He would push you and propel you into a place where it is that you can thrive still in him. Is that absolutely a rich man has a hard problem getting into heaven. But a wealthy man who knows the Lord, who is humble in it, who is not attached, but can still say, for the Lord gives and the Lord takes away, there's absolutely nothing wrong with God pushing you into a prosperous place. He wants you to prosper across the board. Where it is you prosper in your mind, where it is you prosper in your body, where it is you prosper in your financial, where it is you can project onto other people and serve as test taker, is that I have come to the end of it and I have passed with flying colors. Is that God has pushed me into a place where it is on tonight, where it was my test, in the morning will become my testimony. Is that it is I used to be, I was, but I am no longer where I used to be. And so I come on tonight to let somebody know it is that this is the last night struggling this way. That is the last night that is I look at other people in a way that they have what I've been praying for. This is the last night that they gonna work me like this with no raise. They gonna treat me this way with no accountability. This is the last night that the kids behave the way that they are. It's that the new season is coming after tonight would break. I know this ain't for everybody, but can 2 people, 3 people, 4 people in the room on tonight? My God, I think I'll just preach to myself. Come here, Jeremiah. Yes, sir. It's that I need to tell you that you need to hold your head up for a minute and tell yourself on tonight that this is the last night that I be this stressed out. This is the last night that I be subjected to trying to find how to put $2, $3 together. This is the last night I doubt myself in the calling. This is the last night. I'm talking about a new season breaking for tomorrow. I need you to hold your head up. I need you to take pride and courage in what it is God has provided you to come through. Is that he will push you into a place where it is that you understand in Matthew chapter 14 is that there is a young man here who has a problem. Where he comes to seemingly what it known as our days would be a gathering of church folk. Where we come to a place where it is that we're in the room with believers and yet we're scuffling for bread. It is he comes to the gathering and he's the only one who comes prepared. Is that he comes with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And now Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, is looking at the fish and the loaves of bread. He look hungry. What is it when God pushes you into a place where you just came to eat? You just came to enjoy the scene. And then folk want to project onto you that you have to feed the whole crowd. Is that how in the world y'all see the way that I live? And you want to think that I'm further along than where it is that I am. Is that it is a good thing on tonight when it is you can find yourself in a crowd, in a group, where anybody who looks at you can already project over you the destiny that is to come. Is that he's put in a good place on tonight, a place where I push you into, is that the season you're about to walk into, the confirmation is going to come by people speaking where you're going. Oh my God, I lost somebody with that one. Is that I'm saying to you on tonight that it is that they look at the little boys, five loaves of bread and 2 fish, and project he's going to feed 5,000. Now, how in the world is it that I get a $800 check every 2 weeks, and yet I'm paying $3,000-4,000 worth of outgoing every month? Is that God will stretch your little, I'm not talking to nobody tonight, to be a whole lot? Is that if it had not been for the hand of him that was on it, I would have never gotten to where it is that I am now. It's so that it don't happen by happenstances, not by osmosis, but God would petition and mission. Is that the little you have, if you put it in his hands, God will move that and mold that and grow it to be just enough. Is that God does not perform in the inadequate. God performs in the over and abundance. Prove it, preacher. Is that it is that the little boy gives his 5 loaves and 2 fish, and we're able to feed the crowd of 5,000 and still have leftovers. Can I tell you, welcome to your season of leftover. Is that God works in the overabundance. And I wish I could. But my phone is about to die. I have only 10% left, so I'm going to go ahead and get done with this on tonight. But I would that you receive the bottom half of this. Is that it is that I need testimony on tonight, and I really don't want to share mine because it's way too deep and we don't have that much time. And I really can't take yours because church folks switch up when it is that they find out when it finds out that they can be entertainment for somebody else. So I had to go to the Bible and say, God, what is it that's in here that I've missed, that I've read 1,000 times and I still did not get? Is that I need somebody to serve for testimony on tonight. And when I come to Matthew chapter 14, I find a young man who is just as eager to give his testimony. Is that the Bible would declare through depiction that it is he is in a place of being subjected to being blessed, but then God wants to take it from him. So now he's blessed, but he's broken. How you know that, preacher? Is that I find it right here. It is he has 5 loaves, 2 fish. And he comes on a day of the week that is not even close to payday. Anybody ever been there where it is where before I even get to Friday, on Wednesday the check gone. I just got paid Tuesday, and it is I'm coming up on Thursday and I have no idea where it went to. Is that I am giving and sowing, and I am all encumbrant of generous person. But when it is that I'm trying to make it, it puts me in a position where it is I want to help bless them because I know God has blessed me, but blessing them has broken me. So he becomes biased, and I can't really even use his testimony. But then Jesus would talk to his disciples and says, I am the bread that is sent down from heaven from the Father. I am the bread that if you eat of me, you'll never be hungry again. So I think bread is a good testament on tonight for somebody to look at, inform, to take the testimony of what bread went through to get to where it is here in the text. Is that I need you lend me your ear just for a few more minutes. I want to break this down to you. Is that it is when we find bread starts as a seed underground. And I can testify about this one because I know, and I'm pretty sure that you can too, that we are trying to do God's will. We're trying to project onto other people what it is, the good news of the gospel. But a lot of my effort goes unnoticed because it is a seed happening underground. Is that you cannot get too discouraged in the process of change, of transformation. Is that your progress is not anybody else's process, nor is it their will for them. Is it not God's will for them for to be able to stand in the way of your progress and processing that it is that he wants you to still grow while underground. Can you be unnoticed and still be unwavered in your faith? Can you be not seen and still be performing in integrity? Can you be underground and where it is that you cannot, you're not getting the accolades, you're not getting the affirmation, you're not getting called on stage and still be a servant for God? Can you be a seed happening underground? It is that you have to grow underground first before people begin to recognize your growth and see that you've grown. Is that at this point you begin to break ground and grow and you sprout, and everybody wants to attach themselves to the growth of grace, the growth in the anointing, the thing that seems to come easier now, but it is that they weren't attached to you in your season of elevation. For it is that we would seem to be here growing, breaking ground. Everybody wants to be attached, but you were not there when I broke through. And so you have to be careful when you're breaking through onto green. Is that the sun does shine on you, absolutely, but be careful in the connections that you make. Is that a lot of people want to get close to the seed, get close to the plant after it's broken, but they couldn't handle you when you were growing underground. Is that they had to let you grow by yourself so that God could put the fence around the wheat stalk. He will put the fence around what it is that's growing out of the ground. At the point that it peaks, God puts the fence around. And a lot of the times we subject the fence to be a way to shut us out, that we get not the opportunities that we need. But God said in this season, I didn't put the fence around you. I didn't put the hedge around you. I didn't form the protection around you to keep you out of opportunity. But I formed the fence around you so that it is that the people who would mean to do you ill will, who would mean to distort and to prostitute the gift, I put the fence around you to keep them out and away from tainting you. I put the fence around you so it is that their hands could not make you unclean. I put the fence around you so it is that an influence of negativity would not penetrate what it is I've called for you to do in your life. Stay with me. I am 5 minutes out. It's that some people come to get close to the seed because they know one day it's going to be bread. And I know you're looking at your situation now and you can't really see what the projected end for you to be is. But can I tell you on tonight, God has already missioned for you to feed the 5,000. Is that he has put the assignment and the mission and the task and the calling over your life so heavy is that the people you're about to change, my God, is over 5,000. It's that God will put you into a place where it is you have to take a little and then be molded and formed and transformed into a lot. Is that he's going to put you into a underground place, into a fenced in place, into a growing place, into a place where it is now the farmer comes and needs to cut the wheat stalk. There's more to the process, but I need to stop right here on tonight and let you know that it is he is cutting you in your process. So God has to cut you from some people who would attach themselves to you because they see where you're going. But God says, I'm cutting them. He said, I have to cut you from relationships that are only dragging you down because it is that they want to attach themselves to you because they see the destiny of you feeding 5,000. He said, I have to cut them because they would taint your growth and then spin what it is God has placed over your life. But so that it does not go your spoils amongst the pigs, God said, I had to cut them. I had to cut some people out of your life and cut you from some places and cut you from some jobs. And I had to cut even some opportunities out of your path and out of your way because it is that I had to cut you so that you would grow the right way. So that a lot of the times the pruning is not easy. It's not a ideal thing, but it's necessary that you grow in the right way. And then you have to know is that in growing is that the wheat is sometimes attached to a few of the tares. is that God would allow people who you grew up with to stray away. Is that even though you're growing and you're thriving, and people I thought that was just like me, that would be on the same path, would be on the same journey, are not, because it is that they are of the tares and not of the wheat. When it comes time that God wants to cut you, can they stand the process, or do they wither under the heat? It is that you can find out if a person is a wheat or if they're a tare, because it is when you need substance in your life, are they somebody that can stand the test, can stand the heat, that can stand the bad and not wither underneath the weight of what it is I have going on. Some people may not come to help you out, but they only want to be close enough just to be close enough. Is that they're close enough to kick you when you're down. They're close enough to laugh when you fall. They're close enough to pull you back down. They're close enough to discourage. And they are close enough, my God, just to keep you off purpose. But my God, am I done on tonight? I just came in a room on today to prophesy to somebody who can receive it on tonight. I came to expose the enemy right where he is, and let somebody know on tonight that this is the last night that you are at this level of adversity. This is the last night you are subjected to this amount of attack. This is the last night that it is you are unfulfilled in your purpose. This is the last night you are not determined in your assignment for your destiny. This is the last night you are distracted from being on way to your assignment of where you're designed to be. This is the last day that it is you let somebody else determine the life of God that you live. This is the last night that I am focused in sight of somebody else, where I don't have eyes for my own vision. This is the last night that you would be subjected to being this broken, and this stressed out. This is the last night. I just came to prophesy to somebody in a room on tonight. I project positivity over your life and your new season to be that on tonight. This is the last night that we will be in a place where it is, I don't know where it's going to come from. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to come through, but my God, on tonight, I push you into a place where it is you can believe God again, where you can hope God again, where you can have faith in him to know all things are going to work together for my good, not in a year, but I prophesy it's going to happen over your life on tonight, that it is God is pushing you into a place where you can speak destiny over your own life. For too long have you been in a place where it is where you can only project positivity over somebody else, but oftentimes it is that you have to receive that word onto yourself by speaking it to yourself. Is that it don't matter what they look like, it don't matter what it says, it don't matter what it would seem like, it don't matter what they would say. I'm telling you on today that it is, if you can believe it and form it in your mind and speak it out of your mouth in the name of the living God, in the name of his only son, in the name through the power of the Holy Ghost. He said, I'll do that for you on tonight. Is that we came to serve eviction on the enemy, to let him know in this house you have no power. I came to serve eviction all across Facebook, all across Instagram, all across YouTube and Twitch on tonight, to let somebody know that it is God is still in your side. He stands at the door and knock. Will you open up the door on tonight and let him in? He says, if you would let me in on tonight, I'm serving eviction notice on every friend that would come and pretend to be praying for you and yet be praying against you. We just evict that spirit even right now. We come to serve eviction on everybody that will be talking about you but laughing in your face on the job. We came to serve eviction notice on anybody who would be playing you or undermining you. I bind the attack of the enemy over your life, that it is that they would want to push you into a bad position, but God said it's going to be a testimony had position, that I had been fooled, but my God, now I'm in a place where it is I can believe God for the walk that I am living right now. Is that no longer will I be subjected to a lifestyle where it is that I am broke and broken, but God says I'm moving you to a place where it is that you, oh my God, that you can be blessed to be a blessing. Is that he is going to rain down something in this season over your life that is going to be so big that I'm blessing folk that don't even like me. I am in the life, I am pushing positivity into folk who wanted me dead. I am speaking positive things over folk who ain't got nothing but negative gossip to spread about me. God is pushing you to a place where it is your story begins to change. I know he came on scene with only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And he is required to give what he has. He's required to give what he has, and don't know, he's not given a promise that God is going to turn it into something more. A lot of the times God is asking you to give up something in this season. What is in your hand? What is in your bag that potentially is a good thing? It's just enough to feed you. But God says, what I'm doing for you in this season, I'm doing a Matthew chapter 14 blessing for you. He said, I'm doing it, but I need you to give up everything that you have that's just enough. That car that's just enough room, that faith that's just enough, that job that's making ends just meet, that place where it is where the relationship is just good enough. It is God's wanting you to give up the just enough, the almost here, the about to get it, that's good enough. It says, if you give that to me, put that in my hands. He says, I'll take whatever it is that you give me in this season, and I'll lift it to heaven. I'll bless it, but I'm going to break it.